Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Here we've got a couple of big targets who will try to be key contributors in both the pass and run games today. It's the Falcons going up against the Rams. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A few short moments ago, running back Todd Gurley tried to fire up the Ram faithful here in Southern California as his guys get set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everybody. I'm Brandon Godden here in the booth with, as always, Charles Davis. Charles, a lot of times in the open, we focus on quarterbacks, running backs. What about the tight ends in this one?
Well, I think LR identified it really well because the tight ends are matchup nightmares nowadays. Who are you going to cover them with? Because really, they are pumped up wide receivers who can flat out run and use their body to create bigger plays. Cover them with a linebacker, cover them with a defensive back. Either way, they feel like they have the advantage.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Rams taking the field. Jared Goff, their quarterback, helping lead them to double-digit wins this season. And after last year, Charles, there were whispers, well, maybe Jared Goff is a bust. Well, 2017 says that Jared Goff is not a bust, and the Rams, they certainly are not a bust.
When are we going to learn that with draft picks, you really need 3 full seasons before you make the full assessment?
That's kind of where your gauge is?
Yeah, to me, it's 3 full seasons in the NFL before I say one way or the other and start to get definitive about it. Change in coaching staff, change in coaching for him, better personnel around him, starting with the offensive line, receivers. Todd Gurley back in form as a runner, and Jared Goff has raised his game. What's that new expression they're using around Los Angeles now? Let's go Goffing? That's what I keep hearing.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Goff finding fellow second-year man Higbee for a Rams first down.
Well, they can put him in a number of different places. In line, H-back, put him in the slot. In this case, they put him out wide. Matchup nightmare. Who are you going to send out to cover him? And he picks up a first down with that catch.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Here's Goff now on second down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The starting defense for the Falcons.
Deion Jones may be undersized at middle linebacker by traditional standards, but in today's game, he's exactly what you're looking for. His speed allows him to outrun many blocks, get underneath them, and make plays against ball carriers and quarterbacks. Also has the ability to drop into coverage. Had a 90-yard interception return for a touchdown in 2016. His speed has been a real key for Atlanta's renaissance on defense.
Second and 10, Goff again. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So they're operating in the red zone. On first down, it's Gurley. And he is going to feel that one knocked down hard. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They were in the 4-3. Mike linebacker made a great tackle.
And when that happens, generally it means that the guys up front, the forward down defensive linemen, have absorbed all the blockers and allowed him to run free to the football. He ends up with a textbook tackle.
On second down, here's Goff. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing on third, Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bleedy Ray Wilson. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So out come the Falcons now. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Second down, 8. Now Ryan down around the goal line. Looking deep for Julio. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Here's Matt Bosher now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Rush comes and they block. And he will score. Touchdown, LA.
There are plenty of ways for a special teams coach to get excited. But when you block a punt into the end zone and recover it for a score, yeah, he's going to be jumping up and down a big way.
And as a punter, you know that that clock is ticking. He just didn't get it off in time. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And they're going to bring it down just past the 15, and a flag down as well.
Holding, receiving team.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, "Foul it away, lad. Foul it away," because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. These say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad, eh.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. Freeman again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed him. So now he brings up a third down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Coleman. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Ryan. He finds Coleman. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
I think of Tevin Coleman as a really good combo back. He can run it, but in terms of being a 3rd down back, I think he ranks with the best in the league.
So good at leaking out of the backfield. Ryan finding him there for the Falcons first. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Connor Barwin coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Robert Quinn in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his second punt, and remember, his first one was blocked. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Pass interference. Defense.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And speaking of Todd Gurley, Charles, you and I had a lengthy discussion in the offseason about his sophomore slump, but he has picked it back up this year, and maybe nothing more indicative of that than that Week 15 performance.
Fantastic. In Seattle, in the game 1 against Seattle in 2017, he ran for 43 total yards. In this one, he ran for 152. Actually caught a pass for a touchdown as well, so he had 4 total touchdowns. He looks the part. And when we're starting to talk about MVPs, his name doesn't get enough mention. It should, because Todd Gurley's having a monster year, over 1,000 yards rushing, 11 games now where he's had over 100 yards from scrimmage in 2017. You say MVP, you can talk about Tom Brady, Carson Wentz, Russell Wilson. You need to bring Todd Gurley's name into the discussion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Goff. Throw left side, complete to Cup. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Southern California right after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, that's Austin. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On On second down, Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Here's Matt Bosher now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's fielded at the 34. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And the Rams getting set to go now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That was a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Goff. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And back onto the field now comes Devontae Freeman. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense has done a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
We'll see if he can look and do some soul searching now. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Ryan now off the bootleg. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. And he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But you got to give credit to the rest of the team. They've worked around the fact that he hasn't had his normal big game.
Yeah, despite his struggles, still winning here in the second quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, that incompletion there gives us a chance to inform the Madden community that we are taking a little bit of a break for the holidays.
A brief hiatus.
A brief hiatus, and the next live content update, next commentary update will be coming January 10th.
Well, that just means if we're coming back for January 10th, we're talking playoffs.
We will be talking playoffs.
We're talking playoffs. We'll be talking the meat of the action, the best part of the season, the gift that keeps on giving. All right, so the post-Christmas blues will be over because we'll be talking about the playoffs.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy, and who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Off the bootleg, Ryan. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action now. Ryan. His throw caught at about the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run here with Freeman. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Julio Jones, the lone receiver left. Now Ryan on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 3rd and short.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept him on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now a first down throw. Goff. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
On first down, it's gone. And his throw is incomplete. Normally sure-handed Sammy Watkins had it and lost it. And that'll bring up second down. Well, Charles, we've talked about controversial rules a lot this year, but in that Cowboys-Raiders game, Derek Carr going in to try to win the game, fumbled through the end zone. Of course, that's a touchback. The other team gets it. Is that a rule that you like? What do you think?
Listen, I'm actually for the rule staying as it is. And for Derek Carr, the unfortunate part was when he fumbled the football, right, pylon is the problem.
Yeah.
Because when you hit the pylon now and you don't have control of the ball, now you're through the end zone. If he fumbles the ball, doesn't hit the pylon, it's out of bounds at that spot. And if you have downs left, it's still your football. So it's risk-reward, just bad luck in some cases about where the ball actually ends up and what it hits on its way out. So I don't want to reward the offense anymore and give them extra opportunities. Ball comes out of his hands, hits the pylon, reward the defense. You help cause a fumble.
Yeah, it was just such a big week with the ruling catch, no catch, Pittsburgh, New England, and that play. And that was a big game for both of those teams.
It certainly was. And you're talking about week 15 of the NFL season in 2017. You're exactly right. We'll look back at a couple of rulings that may have altered some teams' opportunities to make the playoffs. playoffs.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Throwing again is gone. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Goff throwing again. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Again, Goff. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over, and we'll see what they come up with here on this next play. The Rams on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To the air again, Goff. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And his kick here is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. A handoff. Devontae Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top, as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry.
So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Rams on offense early in the first. Goff's under pressure and throws the pick. Ray Wilson seems happy to come away with the pick, ending the drive. Falcons with the ball late in the first. Barwin's got to get to the quarterback here. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. Falcons later on the drive. Quinn's able to zero in on the QB here. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. So that'll do it from here in Orlando. Let's get you back out west to Los Angeles as we rejoin Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On second down, here's Ryan. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 22-yard line.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The Falcons on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Ryan. And this one is incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
Fresh set of downs here. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on second down is Goff. And this is going to be caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Love the effort. Love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there? Almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. In the red zone this time. On first down, they're going option left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now it's gone. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Ryan on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pickup there at 22.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Ryan. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Off the bootleg. Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now coming out on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to face a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Rams on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Goff now looking to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? You go with the bigger guy to try and use size. You got to try to go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. From the 50, it's Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Watkins that time, and it's second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. On 2nd and 10, Goff. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Grady Jarrett busting through to get him for a loss of 6. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Ryan. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
2nd down now after the pass completion. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. Well, the pretty move couldn't create much space, down just beyond the 35. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw is Ryan. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And this will be taken at the 13. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. And the numbers show the improvement. And this is kind of what we thought we would expect to see from him. I know we overanalyze these things sometimes, but what switch? What's flipped that switch?
Sometimes I think when you're as great as he is, you just kind of roll out each game and expect good things to happen. And that's not always the case. Those guys on the other side of the ball, they're the NFL 2 for a reason. So maybe at halftime he gets a chance to regroup, kind of get it back together, get a little extra resolve, and now he's putting it into practice.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Out of the gun, Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken around the 12. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And it's caught over the middle, Hooper. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And it's up. This is good, and it makes it a 16-10 game now. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave tue much time on the clock.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
From the gun on third down, Goff. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out. Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection. And now a first down following that long gain. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure. That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Grady Jarrett in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. I don't think there could have been a better pocket for him to throw from, yet he never got rid of the football, and it goes down as a sack. I mean, he had time to build a campfire back there. He still couldn't get rid of it. I'll bring the s'mores next time. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is knocked down from the side. Right there at the 43. Goff to Austin that time for an L.A. first down. Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great. And defensively, a backbreaker. They go play action here on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup. Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they? In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Back to throw, Goff. And that is incomplete. You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite? Arm strength. Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play. Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, the coverage was pretty phenomenal downfield, even though the protection was good. But sometimes you sacrifice pass rush when you're trying to play coverage deep, and it paid off for them in a big way.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Throwing again. Ryan. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a play fake here on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Levine Torlolo, the tight end, is intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Throwing again, Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
First down and goal to go from the 7. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. Again, it'll be Freeman. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, it's Coleman, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on the play of the game now. 4th and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from having the lead. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that is going to put them up by 1, and it sets us up for quite a finish here. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Dontari Poe in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. He's back to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Give him 18 on that one. And the Rams are going to get a 1st down. Back to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. First down, it's Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. 3rd down here. The protection really holding up that time. That's what you want in the 2-minute drill, but the coverage equally as good. Yeah, I'd say it was protection both sides, right? Get it for the quarterback, make sure he had time to throw the football, and he did. Plenty of time, but nowhere to go with it downfield. So the coverage, as you noted, terrific. On 3rd down, it's Austin. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play. And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot, and the Rams have won the game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one. Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious here as we say so.